Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So, we've got something very interesting here, right? So, DBS Chronicles tweeted out, scoop that the next DLC pack of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot will be from one of these. Now, we have Dragon Ball Super, and then Dragon Ball GT. So he's basically saying that the next DLC that's going to come after the World Tournament DLC, right, which of course is 23rd World Tournament Goku vs. Piccolo, is going to be from one of these, two series, which is cool because right now Kakarot doesn't really have anything from either of these. You do have Battle of Gods and Resurrection F, but remember, those actually are Dragon Ball Z movies first. Then they were turned into anime arcs for Dragon Ball Super, right? So you really can sort of, this would be the first piece of Dragon Ball Super content in Kakarot, and same with GT, right? Now, either would be fine. Like, I think those would be fun, being able to use Super Saiyan 4, maybe, getting hit into Kakarot or something like that would be cool. Now, I tweet this out, that this is very meaningful for Dokkan. The last few Kakarot DLCs have found their way into Dokkan very quickly. So I tweeted this, and then I was thinking about it, and I was like, I don't know if I've made a video where I actually just sort of like cataloged all this Kakarot stuff and how it pertains to Dokkan. And I mean, as you guys are going to see, if we get an announcement of whatever these are going to be, I'm telling you, it's actually going to end up in Dokkan like instantly, right? Because it's happened with literally every other thing that's happened. So let's go through a lot of this. So this character right here, remember Kakarot came out. Oh damn! When did Kakarot actually come out? It's like January of 2020, right? Let me see. So the game came out, January 16th of 2020, January 17th of 2020 in the West, right? So that's when the game actually came out. Then this character comes out during the worldwide download celebration in August of 2020, and Vegito has animations directly from Kakarot, right? Like, Vegito's counter is literally right from Kakarot. So it's like, this, I think, is the first sort of like notable character, but if we go a bit deeper, there's actually much more kind of like aligning with a bunch of these DLCs and a bunch of these releases and stuff like that we've gotten. So, I think that this is fun, right? Like, this sort of like, I guess like theory crafting and stuff like that's going to be, real fun when, the next Kakarot DLC is like the Universe 6 tournament, Hit versus Blue Kaioken, right? Or it's, Baby Saga, Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Baby, right? Then it's like, oh, damn, we're getting these in Dokkan. And those are just two arcs that Dokkan has almost completely untouched. Universe 6 versus 7, there's like no good animations whatsoever from that arc. Think about it. There's literally nothing. Zero. Nothing. Nothing was used at all. The entire arc is completely untouched in terms of good animations. And then you look at the Baby Saga, and it's pretty much the same thing. LR Baby's animations are good. He does go Great Ape, and he does a couple of attacks, but Baby fights so much. They could take a lot from him. And then I guess LR Majub, right? But like, most of the Baby Saga is completely untouched. So we have this. Now, then they released a DLC. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot's first DLC to be released on April 28th. Now, this wasn't really like a super, retelling of Battle of Gods, but Beerus. It was Beerus, right? Like, the whole thing was, you unlock God and then you fight Beerus. Now, again, April 28th, I would just look this up and I was like, wait a minute. April 28th? Beerus came out in March, right? Like, oh, geez, obviously that's just a coincidence, guys, right? Like, oh, wow, that's so weird. Yeah, so Beerus just seemed to coincide with Kakarot's, like, schedule right there. Okay. So then the second DLC came out, Resurrection F, and I've got the Steam page right here. I had to look up when the first Kakarot DLC came out, because it looks like the Steam page here, eventually it just sort of comboed the Battle of Gods and the Resurrection F DLC together. But seems like Resurrection F came out in November 16th, right? Sure. So that's when that came out. And I was like, wait a minute. Golden Frieza, November of 2020. This guy. It's Golden Frieza, dude. Like, are you kidding me? Like, it's like, as you guys can see, every single piece of something from Kakarot, it's like there's a Dokkan character right next to it every time. Like, it's not a coincidence when every single one. And then we also got this event right here as well. Now, this is, of course, these are Angel Golden Frieza things, but I mean, do we really consider this just a complete coincidence, right? That these are dropping like pretty much at the same time, right? So there we have that. So, you know, like the first DLC comes out and then this Beerus shows up, second DLC happens, this Frieza comes out, very closely aligned, right? So then we have the next DLC, June 10th of 2021, right? This is the Future Trunks Arc DLC. This is cool, right? You know, it has Trunks eventually going Super Saiyan 2 and stuff. Like, it's good. Good stuff right there. And then what happens with that? Oh, well, LR Future Gohan and Trunks show up, of course. And a lot of Future Gohan's animations in this LR are taken directly from the Kakarot DLC. So it's like they gave us this DLC, and I mean, keep in mind, it is several months later. Just, okay, I want to say something, and I'm going to be very, okay, how do I say this? Based off of, you know, things I may or may not have heard, and things I see and stuff like that, I do want, is this 6-month time window, is this the fastest that they could turn around a character? I wonder. Because Superhero came out June of last year, and then Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo came out, and it's the same, you guys see that it's the same time frame, right? Like, this came out in 2021, this came out in June, and then we got the LR in December. And in 2022, Superhero came out in June, and then we got, you know, the characters from the movie in December. So I wonder if, like, that 6 months is like the earliest that they could flip something, like brand new, when they're taking, like, sort of like animation references and stuff like that. I wonder if that 6 months, that's kind of like the minimum it takes. Wouldn't surprise me at all. So we have LR Future Gohan and Trunks, right? But we're not done. No, we're not done. All right, where we're looking. Okay. January 12th of 2023, we get the Bardock, you know, Alone Against Fate DLC. But, I mean, we didn't even have to wait for the DLC when this boy came out right before it, October of 2022. So, it's like every single DLC has followed by characters in Dokkan. And then even the most recent, I mean, how long ago was I talking about this? I swear when this got announced, like, I did a video where I was talking about this in something where I said, okay, you know, this is the next DLC, 23rd World Tournament. We can expect to see Goku and Piccolo probably in game and maybe even using Kakarot animations sooner rather than later. And then, oops, look who showed up. Oh my God. Yeah, Goku and Piccolo. So literally every single piece of content that Kakarot gets, everything is like instantly in Dokkan. So now we come back to this tweet, and all of a sudden you guys can see, oh boy, like this does mean stuff. So definitely, I would say this is pretty exciting. Because this kind of gives us a sneak peek at something Dokkan probably is likely to get. Now, if it's Super or GT, I would just assume probably Universe 6 or 7 tournament arc or Baby are the two likely things we would get. I doubt that they would be like, all right, Dragon Ball Super Tournament of Power, right? Like, do you really think that, because Kakarot is like, it's a story-driven, like, RPG. I don't think that they're gonna jump all the way to, like, the Tournament of Power, right? Or something like that. I feel like it looks like Kakarot is just like, they're just gonna release endless DLC forever, just like Xenoverse 2. I don't know what, dude, Toei and Shueisha, these companies, they are determined to kill Dragon Ball at all costs, right? It's like, new games? No, dude. We're just gonna release DLC for the same 2 games for 10 goddamn years, right? That's their plan. But I would assume, so basically, at the end conclusion of this video is that I think Universe 6 vs. 7 tournament Blue Kaioken Goku and Hit, or Baby Saga Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Baby are very likely to come up. I mean, I say this, but I would say within the next 2 years. You know, I don't know, man. Within the next year and a half or something like that. But still, I mean, you guys see, like, all of this, it's all added to Dokkan, right? Like, this is not a coincidence. When you start breaking this down, oh, here's the first DLC character, here's the second DLC character, here's the third DLC character, here's the fourth DLC character, here's the fifth DLC characters, right? Like, it's very one-to-one that we can kind of see this stuff. So I think that chances are very good that, you know, we will see these characters from potentially, you know, GT or Super Arc show up in Dokkan. So let me know what you guys think about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot shenanigans. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.